I retired from the Navy in 2009 because I came home from my last deployment and my oldest son wouldn't eat for almost 2 weeks. Everyone was trying to get him to eat and asking him, why he wasn't eating. Finally, one day I asked him, I said, "Hey buddy, why aren't you eating?" And he would say, "If I eat, I'll grow up. If I grow up, I'll become a daddy. And if I become a daddy, I'll have to leave my family." I grew up without a father and I wasn't going to do that to my boys. The next day I submitted my request and I retired from the SEAL teams with 20 years of service. I have a very strong passion for teaching others, so that's why I started training law enforcement and civilians right after I retired. It didn't take me long to realize that the way I was teaching SEALs just wasn't going to work for anyone else. In the SEAL teams, you got paid to learn how to shoot. We had unlimited amounts of ammunition. People started saying, "Chris, I don't have that much time to train," or "I can't afford that much ammunition." And you know what? They were right, because I didn't have the time either. By this time, I had a wife and kids and a regular job, and I couldn't maintain my skills that I had been able to do for 20 years. I had to come up with a new way to teach people how to shoot. The 50-year-old practice of just copying what a good shooter does and hoping to get better, it's a broken system. I had to look outside of the community to find the answers. I looked at the greatest athletes and musicians and studied how they trained and how they practiced, how they learned. I studied the latest in neuroscience and how the brain actually works and grows and learns new things. I researched proven methods in adult education and accelerated learning techniques. The results were the new rules of marksmanship. It's a fundamentally new way to learn how to shoot. I believe that how you train is much more important than what you train. I think that the old rules have just failed so many people, and people that are just looking to protect themselves or their families. Learning to shoot shouldn't be difficult, and you know what? It's not if you truly know what to focus on. If that's you, if you're struggling, it's not your fault. It's a broken system. You've just never had the time, the techniques, or the teacher to become a better shooter. I want to be that teacher.